Megs, in your hands, dude.
Favorite episode of 2022?
Hmm.
Sam, go first.
I would say that my favorite episode of the year was definitely the one with, what's his name? Dave Westhuizen, something like that.
Devo.
I just thought it was really Devo. I just thought it was so nice and nostalgic, so good to, recap on the 2000s and how music went back then. And also just the stories about Metallica. I love Metallica so much. So to hear those deep-hearted stories about Metallica, and I think his dad too, that was just, such a good episode. I love that.
Marcel always delivers such bangers. What a legend. Shout outs.
I have to make up for being useless sometimes.
Yes, and the Wade one was also good. The Wade Flower Day one. I really paid attention, and that one was nice too. His take and that sort of thing, especially his advice to you or your girlfriend. Just get a strap.
Yeah, I love his advice. Problem solved. He's just like, get a strap. Problem solved. Next question.
What was your favorite, Marcel?
Man, that's a tough one. Hey, like I've had a couple of chats this year that I thoroughly enjoyed. Like any of the artists who took the time to have a chat with me, man, I really appreciate it. I'm just a general fanboy of South African music. In terms of like most informative, like I would say with David and with Wade, because those are like they're two, like, how do I say, like powerhouses of sort of experiences with the scene. I mean, Wade's involved in everything. He's friends with so many of like the long-standing dudes, and he's involved in the scene as much as he'll like, say that he's not. He's deeply involved. And then it was the same with Dave. In terms of bands, I got to speak to a couple of my favorites this year. That was great. And yeah.
Yeah, it's a difficult question because there's so many of them that are really just, epic. I really also found myself enjoying some of Marcel's one. Marcel, there's that other one that you had with the one with Punk Fontaine. I really enjoyed that one, dude. Just learning about, that land. There's like a mine there somewhere, and you guys as kids used to play there. And I'm just like, what are kids doing there?
Yeah, we used to do some dumb shit. Dude, Krugersdorp, Randfontein. It was like kids get up to dumb shit in those
Like, you
places,
literally
dude.
could have
Fuck,
died.
there was fuck all else.
You could have died.
Yeah, we really could have. Like, we spoke about, like, we actually spoke about it, like, in hindsight. Like, they were talking about how they had a braai and a mine shaft, and like it is the dumbest like idea possible. I mean, I once got chased out of one of the mine dumps. Me and a couple of friends, we got surrounded like by the police at the base of the mine dump, and the police and security, because obviously kids don't understand what private property is. So you're just fucking around and getting drunk on top of a big ass mine dump, and suddenly you spot a whole bunch of figures of police cars at the base of it. I've never run so fast in my life. I think I expended like my entire lifetime's worth of running.
Marcel,
Yeah.
one thing. Can you say Randfontein again?
Randfontein. That's
Afrikaans.
I can't
love
help but like, Randfontein, like it just doesn't, it doesn't sound the same. It's just, that town is, it gets progressively worse the more you go, because it's like, it's Krugersdorp, it's Randfontein, and then it's Western area, and it just gets more and more rural, like with each next town, and it gets more and more fucked up as you go. Like, it's just, as you drive through these three towns, you can see it progressively getting worse. It's hilarious. One of my favorite things to come out of that episode is, we gained a new fan, Janesh. He's a really cool guy. He's been speaking to me. I ended up I found him through TikTok as a TikTok guitarist, and we ended up talking, and he ended up becoming a fan of the show. And he's a Joburg guitarist. He's getting involved in the music scene. He's new to it, and he actually met Punk Fontaine. And he sent me a message on Instagram, and he was like, yeah, dude, like I met these guys and I wanted to, like, they were really cool and I wanted to seem cool. So I was like, yeah, Marcel, like he's a really good friend of mine. and whatnot. And I found that hilarious because in the grand scheme of things, I've known like Eugene from the guy that he was talking to. I've known Eugene for years. Like, like
Yeah.
like when I was in bands in Joburg like 8-9 years ago, and I used to look up to them. They were doing things that I was dreaming of doing at the time. So I've known those lads for like fucking years. And it was so funny for him to like, yeah, no, he's a good friend of mine, but he's never actually met me versus Eugene having known me before I'd even made music in my life.
Yeah, I did, but I thoroughly enjoyed that episode. Honestly, it was really fun. And then all the ones, every single one of Meagan's episodes, I also just thoroughly enjoyed. I found myself learning a lot, not just from the guests, but from Meagan as well. So shout outs. I don't even want to pick
Meeks is a
one.
master of questions, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
And a master of
honestly, like
intros.
she asks the most thought-provoking things. Like,
My
I
dude.
will just be chilling on a Sunday, and I am now, you know, deep like deep in thought of. I don't even have fucking words, Meagan. I'm already shutting down just thinking about it. But I love you, dude.
Mossy, bro. So kind, dude.
Actually, one of my favorite things about this year was getting to meet you and Sean in person for the first time.
It finally happened.
God damn, that made me so happy.
That was such a cool night. Like, I actually survived it. That's all I'm proud of, just surviving it.
Thank you guys for coming out. Really appreciate it.
Oh, it was so good. It was worth it.
What was your favorite episode this year, dude?
I have to say stereoculture, because Pierre left me with like lasting lessons about what I want to do in the industry and how to approach things. And like I've applied or tried to apply some of the things that he's like said. That's one that I'm still like thinking about. It's still taking up room in my head.
He called us music activists, which is really...
We wish. We wish.
Really cool guy. Yeah, really wholesome guy. But Sam, it's really amazing that you also like, you just tune in, so much. Like, it's so grateful, dude. Thank you. Like, I don't even know
can't
how to
express how
thank
much
you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, it means so much.
Aw.
Like, honestly.
Well, I also view it as, I mean, you guys definitely enrich my life if I listen to the podcast, because first of all, I love hearing your voices. It's so familiar to me. And I've also made friends with you guys. Like myself, I've seen you at 2 different like events, and like those are memories. And like now it was so wonderful to speak to you when you came to drop off my Slash Underground hoodie for me.
Yeah.
And it just, I just feel like I've made such nice friendships with you guys just from listening to you, because I know so much. And it's wonderful. You guys have such a beautiful platform to just speak about literally the artists that are underground, I couldn't respect it more, honestly couldn't. It's amazing.
I don't know if this is a valid question, but looking as someone who is a listener, is there anything that you feel Sludge Underground could maybe add to what we're already doing, take away, or maybe improve on as a whole, maybe? Don't hold back.
Oh, for sure, I don't. Oh, gosh. Well, you definitely interview a variety, so I can't even say that you need to interview different people. I can't even think of anything, to be honest. I'd say maybe that this is something that I really enjoy from a personal standpoint, but to maybe have episodes where it's literally just you guys chatting. I think that the rhythm is really good, and I like this episode where we are talking about music, but it's a bit more laid back. It's just like, you're not inviting like a true guest on or anything like that. But it's just like a proper conversation. It's just been such a enjoyable conversation. To have more stuff like this where you just invite friends on and have a good conversation around music tastes, how's your year been going? Yeah, that sort of thing. I would love to see something like that.
That's sweet.
I love the fact that a conversation can happen without a cell phone being involved. I miss being able to speak to people without them taking their cell phone out and like texting at the same time, that sort of thing. It's not for me. And that's what a podcast is about, just like a totally engaged conversation. That's what I love.
No, thank you so much for that feedback, Sam. It's definitely something to look at and even try out if where possible even. But it's just getting, because another thing is that we don't really get as like much feedback as we'd like. So whenever feedback does come through, it's we really take it like seriously and we appreciate it and stuff. So yeah, it means a lot to us. So thank you. Can't thank you enough.
Awesome.
Meagan, is there anything else that you have down?
Oh, can I just jump in for a second?
Yes.
Meagan, I haven't spoken like directly to you this whole time, I feel like.
Hello.
Except when we are having our conversation about clubbing. But it's also wonderful that you have joined Naz and Marcel. And you do add to it a lot, hey? You do.
Oh, thanks.
I don't think you understand how much Meagan actually adds to this, dude. Like in terms of behind the scenes,
dude.
Yes.
Meagan makes things run, dude. Like this show has been elevated beyond reason with Meagan's input.
Without a doubt.
That's true though, hey? Like he executes all the things.
Meagan, stop shifting. Stop shifting. This is about you. This is about you, Meagan.
Honestly though, like I get where you're coming from with saying that like Naz, but Naz has always been, the brainchild. He's even when it was just the two of us, Naz was making things work. But you added a whole other dimension to it. And yeah, like I have nothing but respect for the two of you. I'm nothing without the two of you.
Oh, fam.
Oh, dude, you're a fucking legend, dude. All of you guys are legends. Sam, you're a legend as well. Just the inputs and the feedback.
You're a legend.
I have a question for you guys. Tell me about one of your how do I say, your proudest achievement for this year, whether it be a certain like follower goal, a certain music goal, or just an achievement that you made. Like what's your achievement for the year that you're proud of?
Sam, you want to go first?
For sure, I can. Well, this year has been quite rough. I left a very stable employment position. I was a receptionist at a marketing agency and I just loved my job, but there were aspects of it where I was really not very happy and I was going through a lot while I was there. I don't want to go into it really, but like it just wasn't right for me anymore. And I moved on to a new position at a recruitment agency. I was asked to leave. I just didn't really fit in with that agency. And it really knocked my confidence. I think that this year has been the best for like building up my esteem and just like understanding my worth and actually doing something that I really enjoy. So I suppose my greatest achievement is doing something that I enjoy, which is my studies. I love my studies. And also working in podcasting, which I've wanted to do for years upon years. I found a list from 2017 of people that if I have a podcast one day, who am I going to interview? Crazy. And they were like weird people that I don't even remember the names of. But it just goes back such a far away and I'm getting to do that thing. I still don't know if I'll ever start a podcast myself. But yeah, I'm just so proud of the fact that I do stuff that I enjoy now.
I'm stoked to hear it, dude.
Yeah, same. And if you ever start that podcast, like honestly, I feel like you've got the best. Meagan is here, Marcy is here.
Yes.
They're keen.
All of you guys.
Yeah, so
How to Podcast 101, first episode.
You act like we know what we're doing.
I think also if I had to add in like something very personal, I love my work. It's what I focus on the most. But like I think personal wise, it's definitely going to be that, I've definitely grown and learned so much this year, as I'm sure everyone will. this year has been so quick, and I feel like it's the first since COVID started that we can all sort of like almost breathe a sigh of relief and say, well, it's kind of over in a way, especially since they've dropped masks, and we can go back to just enjoying what we used to. I'm very extroverted. And I had to definitely learn how to be an at-home person over the past 2 years. But really, I'm just like so happy. It's been such an achievement to get back to where life was. It's really good.
No, those are all good achievements to have, Sam. I'm really happy that you were able to achieve all those. On my end, I just say it would be just consistency, the consistency of Sludge, the consistency from each of us being able to every week just deliver a fresh episode and just being committed to that sort of like deadline that we have every week as individuals. And yeah, I just consistency is obviously very important. So every year, I probably even said this last year in the year-end episode. So I'm super stoked that even this year we were all able to, sort of be about that consistency type thing. So yeah, I'd say that's the biggest, because it's very difficult, guys. Like sometimes you'll be feeling like you don't feel like doing editing an episode. You don't feel like sitting for like 5 hours editing an episode or whatever. But we take this seriously enough to a point where come rain or shine, it happens. The episode is out and ready by Wednesday. So I don't think anyone understands how much it takes sometimes. So for me, that would be the biggest achievement. I think every year, even next year, if we're able to be as consistent as the past 2 years, maybe, then I'd still be saying the same thing, and that consistency. So yeah, that's the biggest achievement for me. And the rest, Marcy, Meeks.
Meeks?
Okay, so I've been listening to only local music for 3 months straight, and it's something that I didn't do in the past, and it's something that I didn't think that I would enjoy. But there's so much, and it's possible. It's possible to live off local music alone, and there's so much. And not all of it is shit. Some of it is so good and so underplayed. It's tragic. Like, I wish I could just send hordes of ears to so many people that I've discovered.
We need the clapping sound effect right now, please.
No, it's been such a trip. Like, to the point where I've started a platform with my other half in Lemon Dove so that we can keep telling people about all these cool bands and cool artists.
Is that earworms?
That's earworthy. Yes.
Earworthy. Sorry.
Earworthy.
I'm sorry. I was close. Like I was there.
You're so close. Still counts.
Which is the best in the land, better than any other playlist and entity that's out there, by the way. We need to link those earworthy playlists on this episode as well, just for easy access, anyone that's listening to this and wants to check out some of that wholesomeness.
I'm so proud of all of our musicians, guys. Like, we've worked so hard. Oh my gosh. The amount of quality that came out of like the last release season.
South African artists put in. So yes, I don't know, man. They put in some extra work this year, dude.
We went through an apocalypse and then we made art about it. Like, woo.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah. Everyone has a lot to be proud of. Marcy, what about you?
Well, for me, they might seem a little bit basic, but I'm really glad that I started making YouTube content again. I'm really proud of the feedback that I got out of the Sludge episodes that I partook in. And, I managed to start doing the live videos for TikTok. And that required learning a whole bunch of songs, which I'm really, really proud of. I learned a couple of songs this year that 15-year-old Marcel would lose his shit over if he knew he could play. Yeah.
Yeah, your TikToks were awesome. You got engaged this year, hey?
I did, yes. That is, yeah. You know what? That is an achievement as well, actually, now that you... Oh.
No, I just wanted to say congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Awesome.
This is actually sitting here behind me. Is watching 2.5 Men. We have like a room in the flat which is dedicated to our computers, our PlayStations, and our art and music and stuff. And that's like, so we sit together, and we keep each other company while we're doing stuff, or play video games together, one of the two.
Nice. In closing, Meeks just sent through the perfect sort of way to end the show, which is for 2023. I'm not sure if that means is like what you guys want to achieve next year. I don't know if I'm wrong, Meeks.
Just something that you wish to happen in 2023.
Sweet. Sammy, let's start with you.
I haven't really thought about it. I suppose I wish financial wealth for myself next year. I know that sounds super materialistic, but I really...
Wanting to survive is materialistic. Like,
yes, very true. Well, I suppose it's two things. So I do wish to obviously make some good money next year, and yeah, it's super important to me actually. And then I suppose also next year for me, I would like to have the experience of being by myself and being happy that way. I feel like I went through a relationship this year, one last year, and it's so heartbreaking, like, and you just like let it. This year I really wanted to meet someone. I think next year Sam should not be dwelling on that. I think it's a big thing these days. Like, everyone just feels so single, and it's so hard to meet someone. I know there's like a married person right now going, no, not that hard, maybe. But it is so hard to meet people.
Unfortunately, Sam, I think for you in this case is like everyone who's other than you in this is like super committed.
Yeah,
I mean, Meeks, how long have you and Sean been together? Like, I know it's been a while as far as I'm...
So long. All the time.
Truth. So what I'm trying to say is, I don't want to like dwell on the fact that I actually need to be in a relationship. I don't. I feel like definitely something that religion taught me. Like, you have to pursue marriage at all times. Next year I want to be single. Like, please. I don't want to be pursuing that. Yeah, that's my other personal goal. Can't believe I just said that, but
a goal's a goal, dude.
Yeah, definitely.
It's simple as that. Like,
all
things
goals
you want
are
to
valid.
achieve, or things you want to achieve. Yeah.
And yours, Marcy?
I want to grow in terms of like social media stuff. I'm really excited for Thorns. Like, Naz, you know what? Actually, we haven't even mentioned Thorns, dude. Like, we haven't mentioned that Thorns released a single this year. We had some damn good engagement. We played some of our best shows this year. I played the biggest show of my life this year. And yeah, like I'm so excited for the new year and what it's going to present. I'm working on reaching 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, 1,000 followers on TikTok, and 1,000 followers on Instagram. I'm trying to hit that trifecta of 1,000. That's my goal for next year. YouTube is fucking difficult, but I'm going to do it anyway. TikTok, I'm nearly there. And Instagram is weird.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, I'm gonna hit my trifecta of 1,000 followers on each platform next year. That's my goal.
Which is, for me, we've got about 3 minutes left. You guessed it, more consistency on everything, and obviously as a personal thing, just an improvement on my drumming, because I've been feeling quite shit about that lately. So something I really want to improve, whether it be going for lessons or whatever the case is, something that I need, because it's really starting to bother me like a lot. So I need to get that going for the betterment of Thorns of Ivory as well, so that we can play more brutal stuff. I cannot wait for that. And more success when it comes to Thorns of Ivory, more success when it comes to Sludge Underground, and to hopefully still be surrounded by amazing people such as yourselves. And yeah, let's just keep it going as individuals and as just a unit, and just continue to meet other people that think and have the same sort of mentality. Meegs, on your side?
I think my main endeavor next year is going to be laying down all of Lemon Dove's tracks that we've written so far and getting them ready for release. And then anything else that gets us closer to pulling off Sludge Fest. So
Hey.
it's out there in the universe now. Manifest.
Definitely needs to happen. I think I just need to like win 1 million, or one of us needs to win 1 million and just, yeah, make that shit happen, please. But okay, guys, we're gonna close off the show. There's about a minute left. Everyone give handles. Sam, thank you for joining us. Marcy, Meagan, thank you guys for making this wholesome as well. Sam, how do you get a hold of you if you want to work? You do podcast administration. So if you want to work on that there, what are your handles?
Okay, so you can contact me on at Samantha Pienaar on Instagram if you'd like to just have a quick chat, but also send me an email on hello@o-sam.co.za. That's my website. So yeah, send me a quick email and I will send out my rates to you. And actually connect with me on LinkedIn, please. I beg. Please, at Samantha Pienaar too.
Awesome. And as I said, thank you for joining us. Meagan King on Instagram. What are your handles?
At Meagan King, at Lemon Dove Dew.
Sick, Mossy.
You can find me pretty much everywhere and on just my name, Marcel Smuts. Find me on TikTok, find me on YouTube. The only one that's different is Instagram, which is Thorns of Sludge, which is a mixture of my two passion children. Yeah, and maybe Pornhub. I don't know yet. I'm still trying to think if I want to make some extra money.
Don't forget our video. You've got a video on there, Mossy. How could you forget?
OnlyFans.
So anything. Should we start a Sludge OnlyFans? That is the real question.
Definitely.
On that bombshell, cheers. Let's go.
Cheers at Sludge Underground, www.sludgeunderground.com for everything Sludge Underground. Till next time.
Bye, guys. Love you.